You want some?
Psych! Can't send you digital fries.
We wish we could, because these are amazing. So if you watched the previous video, you already know the topic. We are going to be talking about exes. Now, you already heard Tyler's ex story, so I guess it's my turn.
The floor is all yours.
Okay, so we're gonna call him Dingus.
Fuck boy.
Okay, so I met Dingus my freshman year of college, and I just got out of a breakup a couple months before, and I wasn't looking for a relationship, but if one came my way and I enjoyed the person's company and thought that, hey, maybe this could go somewhere, then I wasn't going to be opposed to it. So, I met Dingus from my best friend, Marky Mark, and it was kind of awkward because he liked my previous friend. He liked this girl, and didn't really pay any attention to me until Mark was just like, hey, Dingus, the one you want is over there. And we started being friends, everything like that, and went to parties and stuff like that. We were at a party one night, and we just sat and talked, and he was talking about his previous relationship and boring stuff like that, and how he wanted her back but didn't want her back. And I was like, oh yeah, same with me. And we just talked like that all the time. We exchanged numbers and we just talked all the time, and then we started developing feelings and whatnot. So we got into a relationship. Everything was fine for maybe a couple of months before the first year of our relationship. But I would notice that he was always trying to argue with people. He would always try to challenge people. And granted, he wanted to be a lawyer, but dude, it's not a case. Not everything's a case. You don't need to win everything. So, that's where we would get into a lot of arguments. He would always challenge me and try to make stupid points that weren't even relevant to the conversation and stuff like that. And he was also very needy. He always needed something. Mm-hmm. Whether it was oh, I need to cuddle, or stupid stuff. And I would always be okay, I haven't gotten to hang out with my friends at all. Come on. But dumb me would always go back to him. So the year of our relationship, the year anniversary, he got me flowers and then took me on a date to get pizza. Now, I'm not a fancy girl. I'm really not. I'm cool with pizza, beer, whatever. But our anniversary is kind of a big deal. So I was kind of expecting something. And let me tell you guys, he didn't even pay for the dinner.
Wow.
We had to split the bill.
Come on now. All you dudes out there, sorry to interrupt. All you dudes, if it's your anniversary, treat your girl. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to find you. I'm going to beat you up.
Basically.
That's stupid.
That's the right thing to do, right?
Don't ever let your girl pay for you. You're a dumbass on your anniversary. You little stupid little beep.
Okay, anyways,
backstory.
So, he was also very, obsessive over things. Like, I'm not going to really go into detail. But he was just very obsessive and always needed these things and just like, oh, if you don't give me these things and you don't love me and they blah, 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 and like all this crap. So, like, the problems that we would have, like, it started getting really bad when, he would always, like, blame things on me, but it would be his fault. I would always own up to things when I was wrong, but he wouldn't. He would never. If you told him he was wrong, he would flip out and like completely like go crazy. And he would always get like really upset, like if I wanted to work out by myself or like if I didn't want to go to the gym with him, he would take that personally and be like, oh, well, you don't love me, like, I see how it is, like, you don't want to be in this relationship, like, just such stupid crap. And, it started getting bad when, like, I would, like, be sitting next to him and, like, look over and he would be texting other girls.
Wow.
And I would see the text messages. Like, he wouldn't even, like, try to hide it from me. Like, he would just be, like, not even, like, aware that I was right next to him, looking at his phone. And he would always be like, oh, she doesn't love me, like, she treats me like crap, like, blah, 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 blah. Now, as my current boyfriend, do I ever treat you or anyone like crap?
No, not at all.
Like, and he would just, like, make lies and, like, tell them, and they would be like, oh, break up with her, come on, just do it, like, blah, blah, blah.
He's thirsty.
Mm-hmm. And so, my parents would take him on trips. He wouldn't have to pay for anything. We even had a business together and everything. And I did love him. I really did. I thought that we were going to be together forever, but that was obviously the mindset of, oh, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. Like, he's the first guy that, like, I've had these feelings for and that, like, I've gone on vacations with and, like, stuff like that. So, like, it was just immature of me and stupid, and I was naive. So my mom, my family, even my extended family, like my aunts and cousins, took him to North Carolina at a fancy beach house for a week. He didn't have to pay for anything. He had alcohol. He had food. He didn't have to pay for anything. He had everything that he wanted. But because I got sunburned, like really bad sunburn to the point where I got sick, because I got sunburned and was sleeping for like 4 hours to take a nap, and I wasn't hanging out with him for a day, that like completely broke the edge. And also the fact that I confronted him and said, listen, you really need to calm down and tone down with the alcohol because there are children here. You're being obnoxious. This is my family. You know, just have some consideration. Have some respect. Are you kidding me? If they have a problem with it, they can come to me and talk to me themselves. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are you, really? Like, you would rather have these tall, buff police officers come and talk to you and tell you to, like, calm it down? Okay. That's what you want. The next time, that's what's going to happen. And he was just really disrespectful, and then he broke up with me the day that we got back home.
Wow.
At 3 a.m. We got back home at 2 a.m, and he broke up with me at 3 a.m. and left. Then, he came back and apologized, and me being stupid and naive, I took him back because I thought that, oh, okay, well, it's gonna work out.
Psych!
I'm just gonna punch myself right now. Well, it didn't, because, so school comes along, we went to the same college, of course, and, he moves me in, we hang out, we go to classes, we do the things that college people do. And he, one night, he basically was just like, oh, you can come to my dorm room, come at this time, because I have an honors class group meeting that I need to do. Okay, not a problem. Well, at that time, when that time came, he texted me, say, hey, can you push it back to an hour? Okay, fine, not a problem. And that time came and said, hey, can you push it back another half hour? And I texted him and said, listen, I'm not going to wait for you all night. I have class next morning, so if you want me to come over, then I'm going to come over now. If you don't, then fine. But I'm not playing these games. And so he's like, okay, you can come now. So I went to his dorm, and he's in his pajamas. And I'm like, okay, well, you said that you were at an honors class meeting, so how did you get here so fast and change your pajamas? And so we're sitting on the bed, and we're talking about our day, and I noticed that there's, like, party food and, like, party things around. I'm like, did you have a party here or something? He goes, no, a girl came over. And I was like, what girl? Because there's a specific girl that would always be like, oh my god, hi, you're amazing, I just love you, you're just so funny. And he would let her do that right in front of me. Yep. And so he was like, he named her name. I was like, okay. What were you doing? Well, we were watching a movie in this bed. I was like, so I thought you were studying. He goes, well, I wasn't just going to invite her here to study.
Yeah, like what?
Then he later admitted to me that he did have a thing with her. And, well, let's just say I ended it right then and there.
I would have done the same.
So now he like, blocked me on social media, even though, like, he tried to get back with me and try to talk to me, and he even met him. Mm-hmm. Because he had my things and wouldn't give them to me.
So, I'll tell you about that real quick. Sorry to interrupt the thought.
No, go right ahead.
Me and Audrey were just sort of getting together at the time.
No, we were dating at the time.
Actually, we were dating, yeah. I'm sorry, I take that back. We were dating at the time. And Dingus texted her saying she has some of his stuff at her dorm. And she was like, okay, why don't you come get it in like 5-10 minutes? So he's like, yeah, sure. So he comes over, and she wants me to come down with her. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I came down, and I opened the door, and he's standing there. I mean, I never seen Dingus in my entire life. I only saw like a picture of his face. I never knew what he looked like. I never knew what his, like, just him, you know what I mean? And so, like, I'm opening the door, and he's staring at me the whole time.
Glaring.
Like,
and he's trying to come in to my dorm.
Like, and he's giving her, like, his ID to come into the dorm, and she's like, whoa, no.
Here's your things.
You can go.
But we need to talk.
What do you need to talk about? You know, her and him just broke up. What do you honestly need to talk about?
We were broken up months.
Months. What do you honestly need to talk about? And it's like, no, dude, go. You're done. We don't want to hear from you ever again.
Yeah.
And that's it. Really.
But, like, he holds grudges, and, like, he'll let you know that he's, like, that he hates you. Because, like, he's, like, been on the shuttle with me and, like, just, like, been glaring at me. Like, I've called him multiple times because I've just, like, felt so weird. It was just like, Tyler, like, just stay on the phone with me because I just feel really weird. Because he's glaring at me. Mm-hmm. But moral of the story, get your parents to pick out your next relationship.
If
it works out with us.
We'll tell you about that in the next video. But Anyways, guys, you want to finish one up?
No.
That's the story of our exes, part 2.
Yeah.
My part 1 should be up before this one.
Yep.
But anyways, guys, follow us on our social media. Like we said, thanks for joining us on our web series talk.
We're going to continue eating.
We'll continue eating. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.